It's 10 trivia questions on Marvel, Brooklyn Nine-Nine, Lacrosse, and more for Liam's birthday. Happy birthday, Liam. This is Trivia with Buds. What it be, and welcome to a very special Saturday episode of the Trivia with Buds podcast. I'm your host, Ryan Buds. Had to do a special episode today for my friend Liam's 15th birthday. Liam, I got a message for you. Happy 15th birthday, Liam. Thanks for keeping us guessing, smiling, and laughing. We love you. Keep your cradle tight, your head up, and your stick down. Love Mom, Dad, Holly, Mikey, and Drexel. There's a family that loves you, Liam, and happy, happy, happy birthday from the Trivia with Buds podcast. I'm excited to host a quiz just for you today. You're going to love all of these questions on lacrosse and hockey and Marvel and Star Wars and tons more. So I hope you are having fun celebrating on the weekend. You're only 15 once. I am more than twice your age, and I'll tell you, my 15th birthday was one to remember. So I hope yours is just as fun. Before we get to your birthday quiz, Liam, we've got a categories game. The letter is G. Letter G, and your three categories are items you take on a trip, things that are round, and things in a park. Items you take on a trip, things that are round, things in a park, all starting with the letter G. I'm going to try and answer those three categories with that letter at the end of the episode, and I'll give you a fact of the day, so stick around to the very end. But right now, we're going to dive into 10 questions on topics my friend Liam loves for his 15th birthday. Here we go. All right, it is Liam's birthday quiz. Here comes question number one. How many players make up a typical lacrosse team? Number one, how many players make up a typical lacrosse team? Number one. Question number two, what is the oldest professional hockey team in the NHL? Number two, what's the oldest professional hockey team in the NHL? Question number three, what is Charles's son's name on Brooklyn Nine-Nine? Number three, what is Charles's son's name on Brooklyn Nine-Nine? Number four, what newspaper does Trent Crimm write for on Ted Lasso? Number four, what newspaper does Trent Crimm write for on Ted Lasso? Number five, who kills Mace Windu in the Star Wars universe? Number five, who kills Mace Windu in the Star Wars universe? Number six, at the start of Spider-Man Homecoming, who is Peter to report to directly? Number six, at the start of Spider-Man Homecoming, who is Peter supposed to report to? Number six. Question seven, the hockey movie Miracle takes place during what decade? The hockey movie Miracle takes place during what decade? Number eight, what is Jake's favorite movie of all time on Brooklyn Nine-Nine? What is Jake's favorite movie on Brooklyn Nine-Nine? Number nine, Chase Stein is a high school lacrosse player on what Hulu Marvel series? Number nine, Chase Stein is a high school lacrosse player on what Hulu Marvel series? Your final question of today's quiz, Liam, in Star Wars, what do they call the children being trained as Jedi? Number 10, in Star Wars, what do they call the children being trained as Jedi? Those are all your questions for your 15th birthday quiz today. Liam, your family is awesome, and I hope you guys had fun playing along. We'll be back with the answers after this. We are back with the answers to Liam's birthday quiz. Liam, let's see how you did. Question number one, how many players make up a typical lacrosse team? You would know because you are a lacrosse master, and there are 10 players on a typical team, 10 players on the team. Number 2, what's the oldest professional hockey team in the National Hockey League? The Montreal Canadiens, way back in 1909, they started. Montreal Canadiens, 1909. Number 3, what is Charles' son's name on Brooklyn Nine-Nine? He says it over and over again. Jake gets annoyed with him. It's Nikolaj. Nikolaj, number 3. Number 4, what newspaper does Trent Krim write for on Ted Lasso? He says Trent Krim, The Independent. The Independent is the newspaper. Number 5, who kills Mace Windu in Star Wars? Palpatine. He goes to put a stop to Palpatine's terror, and he gets lightning shot out of a glass window and falls to his doom. That was Emperor Palpatine, Senator Palpatine, Darth Sidious, whatever you want to call him. Number 6, at the start of Spider-Man Homecoming, who is Peter to report to directly? Happy Hogan, played by Jon Favreau, director of Iron Man. Happy Hogan is Peter's chauffeur, and he's kind of taking him around and getting annoyed with him and things, and he wants to do more as like an Avenger, since he had the battle at that airport in Civil War, and Tony Stark tells him to kind of sit tight and just report to Happy. Number 7, the hockey movie Miracle takes place during the 1980s. Number 8, Jake's favorite movie on Brooklyn Nine-Nine is Die Hard with John McClane. And number 9, Chase Stein is a high school lacrosse player on what Hulu Marvel series? That's called Runaways. I have the original Runaways comics when they came out in the early 2010s, late 2000s. I forget when that was, but good comic series, and never watched the show, but maybe you have. Liam. And number 10, in Star Wars, what do they call the young children being trained as Jedi? Younglings. Younglings. And there you have it. Liam, I hope you had an awesome time playing along for your birthday. Thanks for being born, and keep kicking butt at lacrosse and hockey and all that stuff you love to do. Happy birthday, man. Your fact of the day is armadillos are bulletproof. Now, don't go try shooting armadillos if you have guns. Don't do that. But armadillos are technically bulletproof. They got like a Teflon shell. All right, let's try and do this categories game. Letter G, things or items you take on a trip. How about gel for your hair? Gel. Things that are round, a globe. And things in a park, geese. I feel good about all 3. Got your geese, got your globe, got your gel. Put them all together. It's weird packing for a trip, but you would bring some gel if you need it. Maybe you still spike your hair up like it's 1999. Liam, maybe you do that. That is today's quiz. Thank you guys so much for listening to the podcast. Thanks for celebrating Liam's 15th birthday, and we'll see you next time for more trivia with me. Cheers.